Welcome to Eyewitness News, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Marusanda. Pleasure to be here again.
Pleasure to speak to you too. What was that about?
Which one are you talking about?
Visa promises now to your constituents?
Oh, no, not visas. I'm not a consulate officer. You know that. I'm talking about facilitating the upward mobility of our people. I've met constituents of mine who want to go and watch the World Cup. I've met constituents of mine who want to go and study. Some of them have skill sets. They want to go outside of their country to work. Some of them want exposure. And I'm saying that as a member of parliament, I see myself both as a legislator and as an agent of development. And I met with a cross-section of our people, and I said to them that, believe in me, I know what it takes to bring people up. I know what it takes to help people to achieve their dreams and their vision. And one of those dreams and the vision is for people to expand their horizon, get new experiences, work elsewhere, and probably also watch the World Cup. And I made a promise from the bottom of my heart that I will help facilitate. I don't know where the visa part is coming from. I never spoke about visa. It is only consulate officers who can grant visa, Mr. Sanda. And so in the audio that you played, I'm not sure that there was a mention of visas. But this is a promise I intend to keep. Even now, without being member of parliament, I operate a job center in the constituency. I help people to get jobs in and outside of the country. Some of them travel to the Gulf areas to do legitimate business. Others travel elsewhere to do legitimate business. You can check from the constituents, and they will tell you that this is something that Pius has been doing. And so I don't see anything wrong with a member of parliament helping their constituents to achieve and realize their dreams. I'm sorry, but if people misunderstand it or if people want to play empty, parochial, partisan politics, I mean, that's their problem. But as far as I'm concerned, I am in this contest to win it and to help to serve the people. We are here to serve.
I see. Interesting. I mentioned visa because you cannot go to Germany, UK, France, or USA without a visa. So if you're promising them that you are going to send them and you have not said that you are going to carry their children to the embassy, you said to them to vote for you so that you send their children abroad. And you cannot send them abroad without a visa. So the presupposition would be that you already have a visa arrangement or a visa company of a sort that gives people visas, and that's why you are willing and ready to send their children. That is why I asked the question they were asked it.
Well, that's fair, but that's your presupposition, because you see, even before you get a visa, you need to put in an application. How about helping somebody to put in the application? Even after you have gotten a visa, you probably need some support to buy a ticket. How about assuming that, okay, somebody secured their own visa and they came to their MP for some small support to top up and to buy their tickets and so on. And so I'm saying that let us not be, if you may, let's not have a narrow gauge view of this matter. I spoke, I know what my intentions were, I've been explaining it, and I'm saying to you that it is about facilitating. I cannot give visas. Okay. It's not within my mandate.
Very well.
But I can facilitate and I can support, and I will do, and I've done so before.
Okay, let's talk about what you have done before, which is Australia. What exactly did you do? You said Australia was 18 hours from Ghana. People followed you and went, and we know what happened to those people. So what is your track record in sending people abroad, where you were saying that if Australia was 18 hours and you were even able to do that, then 7 hours is nothing to you, which is the US?
Sandra, again, you see, let's not pigeonhole ourselves. Every day, people travel to Australia. Today, people travel to Australia. It's not only for the Commonwealth.
But we know we know what you meant when you say Australia. Unless you say
how do you know?
Do you carry people to Australia outside what happened in 2017 or 2018?
Yes. I told you a moment ago. I told you that I've assisted people, and I will continue to assist people to travel, sometimes in of this country and sometimes outside of this country. But I'm saying to you that even if you took the Commonwealth Games, there were people who went to the games legitimately.
No, Pius, hold on. Let's not do even if. Let me just be clear here. Don't be hypothetical.
Okay.
I want you to be straightforward.
Okay.
When you said people followed you on an 18-hour journey to Australia, what were you referencing? Was it not the Commonwealth Games?
No, I was not even at the Commonwealth Games.
No problem. People went and you have been at the subject of controversy. Is that in reference? Did you reference the people
followed me?
No problem.
I did not even.
You said people followed you, so I wanted to know.
So that's what I'm saying to you that let's not pigeonhole it, because as a person, I was not even in Australia during the Commonwealth Games. I didn't. I went to Australia before the Commonwealth Games.
Okay, so when did you send these people on the 18-hour journey to Australia?
Long before the Commonwealth Games happened.
What date, please?
Oh, I can't recall. I have to probably check. I can't recall.
Give me a year, please.
It will be in 2018, thereabouts.
At the time you were a deputy minister of state?
I was.
And these people who followed you, who were they? How many were they?
Oh, just two people. These are one young lady and one young man who sought to study outside of the country. And you want to speak to them, I probably can get in contact with them. I haven't spoken to them for some time, but we can speak to them on this matter.
So you sent them to Australia on the same flight?
I facilitated. No, not on the same flight.
Okay, but you went with them?
Not on the same flight, but I know about their going. We met in Australia. I facilitated it. I took them through the process and I supported them. I gave them some monies to support the buying of their tickets.
Who are these people?
They are friends of mine.
Friends of yours?
Yes, they are Ghanaian young people who are aspiring to go and study.
What are their names, please?
Well, son, I have to cross-check with them to put out their names. So I don't know why we should invite them into the conversation.
Did you send them on government scholarship or your personal scholarship?
No. I can't even call it a scholarship. It's a support. It's not government scholarship or anything like that.
So what did you take care of? Their flight, their accommodation, their school fees?
I gave them some stipend to support themselves, to get to pay for the expenditure involved in traveling to Australia.
What else did you pay for? Did you pay for their school fees?
No, I didn't. I paid for I gave them money. Let me not say paid for. I gave them money to do the processing of their travel documentation and all that.
About how?
When they secured their visas, I think $500 each.
$500 each. Which university did they go to?
Well, I can find all that. I don't have all of that at the top of my mind, Sandra.
Okay. So those are the only two people you sent to Australia, which you were using to brag in that campaign?
Well, brag may not be the word, which I was using to testify to my commitment to people to move on the ladder of life to get to the next level. And as a member of parliament, I will want to do more of that. And I'm saying that...
But do you not think that anyone who listened to you there, and indeed anyone who watches that video would know that you're talking about the Commonwealth game and not these two persons you're talking about whose identities you're not giving me?
I can listen to you. I know that people are quick to... without hearing the full facts and without talking to me, come to their own conclusions. The Australia matter has come up. It was investigated by the police CID. I was given a clean bill of health. The NDC, for political purposes, will not let the matter die. The same CID that Mr. Mahama went to when allegations were made of him being involved in the unfortunate demise of the former president, he had confidence in the police CID and he went to the police CID. That same police CID cleared Pius. But I know that the NDC, they keep going back to that matter. And so now I am stopped from mentioning the word Australia, because anytime I talk about Australia, then it means that I'm talking about the so-called visa scandal.
Do you not think that would be a natural thought for anyone who hears visa and hears Australia and hears Pius? Do you not think that you should make it a personal decision to never mention traveling to Australia in the manner that you did?
No, Sandra.
Because you see, watching the social media space and all the critics, they are saying that you have thrown your boss, the president of the republic, under the bus, who went to announce your clearing, only for you to come around and say, I have sent people to Australia.
But Sandra,
which is what you have been accused of, which you have denied, which the president has protected you from, and you are saying the same thing tonight.
Sandra, I've explained to you, if somebody proceeds on the basis of ignorance, without the full facts, and comes to their own conclusions, probably based on their politics, their partisan parochial politics, and they draw their conclusions, that is a matter that probably we can throw light on. But after having listened to me, I think that it will be unfair to go and still rely on somebody who will be acting out of ignorance.
You see,
Sandra, have you not helped anybody travel before?
No, never. You see,
has anybody not helped you travel before?
Let's move on. My question is, if you had not talked about the U.S. World Cup or the World Cup tournament in the U.S. and talked about Australia, nobody would have connected it.
No, Sandra,
hold on, let me land with a question. In Australia,
okay.
It was a game that Ghana had the right to send delegations, and some of the delegates were fraudulently presented, which became the big scandal.
No.
They were presented as journalists when they were not. That's what I mean by fraudulently presented.
Okay, let me
land with your question, and you can correct if I made any error.
Right. Okay.
You have now said that there's a game happening in the US next year, and you are going to send people. Come on, Pius. The only inference that can be drawn is that you're going to use the Football World Cup as a basis for sending these people who are not necessarily football fans who are going to be in the stadium to watch. You are going to send them there to go and work. That's what you said. Football fans don't go to work in the US. They go watch a game and return. So what you are doing amounts to aiding people to enter the US system using football as a basis, but when indeed and in fact the intent is different, which is to go and work abroad.
No, Sandra, you are jamming up every issue. You have to put too many things in one basket. You heard me talk about Germany. You heard me talk about the UK. You heard me talk about France.
Which is after. Before, your main issue was US Football World Cup.
You said I should allow you to speak, and I did. You heard me speak about all of these countries. The World Cup is not happening in Germany. It's not happening in the UK, but I spoke to those ones. And those ones relate to the people going to work and bring money home or going to school and so on. But in America, I specifically spoke about going to the World Cup. We are all hopeful that Ghana will qualify and go and play in America. And Ghanaians will go to America to support. I'm saying that as a member of parliament, I will support and facilitate the travel of some of my constituents who are interested to go and support Ghana in America to go and do the same. If you don't want me to do that, you probably can advise me against it. But I believe strongly that given the opportunity, I can provide opportunity for my people to also go to America and support their country. They are patriotic as well as everybody else is. We know the supporters union, they travel around the country and around the world, and they go and support our national teams. So why can't my constituents also benefit from these opportunities that are available for other people? And are we not aware that the Ghana Supporters Union, they have branches, and that we can open a branch of the Ghana Supporters Union in my constituency, which will enable them to also get the opportunity to go and support the national team? I think that people should applaud me for wanting to create opportunities for our people.
Pius, are you suggesting that what you said to the people there was in reference only to going to watch the match and return and not to go and work?
No, I said that they will work. I told you that I spoke about Germany. I spoke about France.
No, not about Germany. About the United States of America.
No. That one was to go and support the team. Okay. But I was discussing the generality of travels, and I'm saying that within the context, there will be opportunity to go to school. There will be opportunity to work. That's why I went beyond America and I spoke about.
I think just to be sure, let's not mix up issues. You mentioned Germany, UK, France, US at the end, but in the beginning,
but it was in the
Let me just.
You can't talk.
Let me make the position
you want to say in the beginning.
No, Pius, I'm saying that.
Yes.
You have said to me here that you have said, or in what you said, you were suggesting only in relation to the World Cup for people to go watch the game, for your constituents to go and watch the game. I want to just play your voice so that it will be your voice against your voice.
No.
Okay.
Sandra, that's not what I said.
Then what did you say?
What I said was that I spoke in general terms about travel, and I said that in the travel there will be opportunity to work. And I said that people can go to the UK, people can go to Germany and other countries. And I also said people can go to the US. But in terms of the US, I meant that one is about the World Cup, and it is about going to support the national team when we win, not if, when we win. That's what I'm saying.
So that's what you have said, and I want you to listen to your own voice, which is a sharp contrast to what you have just said to me. Let's listen. Pius, hold on, I'm getting that. Please indulge me. Kindly indulge my story. Pius, kindly indulge me, sir.
Okay, no problem. No 7 hours spend away to America. No. Semu pesembu manumo enko America. No munko bobra na sikebi embrefia to abane mami.
Semu pese mu manu enko America na omunko bobra. That is what you said. You didn't say omunko America no munko share football match.
No,
I'm sure that's very clear. Do you want me to repeat it?
No, please. That would be most unfair to me. I'm saying that.
Yes.
Don't take 1 or 2 lines.
No, I didn't take 1 or 2 lines.
If I may, out of an entire conversation to just push an agenda. You heard me say to the people that if your children want to travel, I will support them to travel. At that point, I didn't even talk about football. I said that I'm discussing the whole general concept of supporting my constituents to travel and do whatever it is that they want to do, including to support the national team, including to study and including to work.
Mr. Hadzide, I'm going to play your voice again. So it will be your voice against your voice. Let's listen again.
Why do you keep saying that, Sandra? When you played my story, when you played my voice and he told my story, you quickly said, no. You moved to another part of my voice.
No.
Did you not hear me on that same tape saying that if you want your children to travel, I will help them to travel? Didn't I say
and
that on that same tape?
And I also heard you say you're going to use the tournament as an opportunity to send people from Apaso and other areas, Newtown in your constituency, to go to America. I want us to listen to one final point, and then we can proceed. So let's listen again, if you could kindly indulge me.
No problem.
7 hours spend away to America. No. Semu pesembu manumo enko America. No munko bobra na sikebi embrefia to abane mami. Uye bebuno ewa paso. Uye bebuno ewa desase. Uye bebuno ewa Newtown. Now pese utukwaya. Me Pius me be ye epia. Me di ube tukwaya.
You've heard that. Let's proceed.
And that's the same thing I keep saying.
Yes.
That I made a promise to my people that when I become your member of parliament and you need my assistance, facilitation, support to travel, I will support you.
Let's proceed. Your government has promised to have created so many jobs. In fact, you have said to us in the past, before you became a government, a party in government, that we as a country were sitting on money or wealth, and that we're suffering, and that there was no need for us to go outside essentially to look for money. Why are you a member of that party and yet you're preaching people leaving the country? Can you talk to me about that? Does it mean things are that hard? For which reason you are asking them to vote for you to facilitate them to leave?
I'm
I thought your plan was to fix this country so it becomes
migration.
A crabeshe.
The people who travel from their countries and come into Ghana to do one thing or the other, they are not necessarily here because things are that hard in their countries. Migration is a historical concept. In fact, we should encourage the osmosis of people and ideas. And so people will travel from Ghana to gain new insight and experiences people from other places will travel to Ghana to work and so on. It's a global village we are in, for Christ's sake. And there is nothing wrong with a Ghanaian, even with the improvements that we have seen in our economy in terms of where we came from and where we are today, when young people can go to school for free, no barrier to secondary education. Now 100 and over hospitals under construction. Apart from that, 40 already built, okay? The increased investments into technical and vocational education that we are seeing, the opportunities that the young people of our country now have that they didn't have before. In spite of that, Sandra, Ghanaians will still travel. Journalists travel. You are working in CTFM, a beautiful establishment. You do your work properly, but you still travel. You go and exchange ideas. You learn from other people. You visit other radio stations, and you expand your horizon.
Okay.
There cannot be anything wrong with somebody supporting one from Ghana to go outside to broaden their horizon, gain new insights and experiences.
Okay.
And so this is not, it has nothing to do with...
it has nothing to do with the hardship that you want to help them escape from.
Sandra, those are your words.
You say you're sending them to go and work and bring money home. I'm sure they are running away. If there was money in a Sojaman, they wouldn't want to. If the factory, the Akosombo Textiles factory had been it had been a big factory to be able to accommodate all the youth of Sojaman, there would be no need for you to send them to America to work. But moving forward, you have also...
Sandra, can I comment briefly on that?
Yes, please, you can.
The Chinese have a stronger economy without that. The Americans have a stronger economy without that. Are there not Americans and Chinese in Ghana? Are they necessarily escaping hardships in America and China?
Okay. Next issue, and talking about you and facilitating, there's another video of you where you are promising secondary school students that if you are elected, you would help them get exit to leave the boarding house because their headmaster is your friend.
Are you joking? I
actually have seen that video too.
Are you joking with me?
You didn't say that?
Sandra, no, I did not say that.
Oh, I can find it and play for you. If my producers can just help me with that video.
Listen, let's not be... And this is without prejudice to my respect for you or anything. I think that you have a brilliant program, but let's not get carried away and let's not want to go down the NDC propaganda. I'll give you the background. These are a group of young students who came to me for motivation. You see, they wanted to come and have lunch with me. Young students from one of the secondary schools. Okay, but
because of... I know. Okay, no problem. Because I'm the one who introduced the subject and considering your reaction... No problem. Yes. And because you've also talked about my credibility... I have not... You have not questioned, but you have...
I have not questioned or impugned your credibility.
Yes, but I'm a student of communication. I know what you mean when you say what you say. So, I want to play the audio for my listeners to hear. Then based on that, you would comment on about this free exit. So kindly
feel free, my brother Sandra. Feel free.
Thank you.
When you have the time and you have an exit, you have the opportunity to go and I mean, I have your headmaster is my friend. I'm also good friends in your school. So exit should not be an issue.
So, Pius, that's you in the video, and that should also be your voice. You're promising free exit.
But that's not correct, Sandra. I never promised any free exit. You should be factual.
What were you saying to them?
But you heard the tape. You heard me.
Yes, I heard you say that their headmaster is your friend, a number of people in their school is your friend. Yes. So exit shouldn't be a problem.
So that means I promised exit.
If you say exit isn't a problem to a person in a boarding house because you know their headmaster, what does that mean?
You see, you should get the other side of the story before.
Please, you are the other side. So tell me, what's the other side?
That's why I was giving you the background.
Good, go ahead now.
These are young people, secondary students, who came to me. They want to engage with me. I want to motivate them. We had lunch. And I said to them that this is your home. You can come anytime, but you need an exit to come to me. You need an exit. You cannot just come to my house. And then you heard the students say that, oh, exit. The impression I got was that it was a difficulty for them to get the exit. And then I said to them that if you are coming to me for the motivation and for the lunch, then your headmaster is my friend. There are teachers in the school that are my friends. I will speak to them. Easier for you to come to get this motivation should not be a problem. I don't see how that is a promise. If I spoke to the headmaster and the headmaster says, no, I won't give them exit, that is it. But at least I will help them to get the exit if they want it. I don't know how is that a difficulty.
What secondary school is that?
It's Akwamoman Secondary School.
Oh, you're a motivational speaker too.
I am the prospective MP, the next MP, not I'm the next MP for that constituency. See, it is in my interest to move people from where they are now to the next level. And those secondary school students are part of my constituents. I care about them. So I engage with them regularly.
Pastor, I don't know if you are still the head of the National Youth Authority. What is the official policy on campaigning or doing politics with secondaries or in secondary schools or with secondary school students? What's the policy?
I don't know the policy with secondary students. I know the policy in the secondary schools. But what you saw was in my house. It's not in the secondary school. They visited me. So,
is it wrong for you to have gone to do this on their campus, in the boarding house?
I would suspect so. I'm not
but
sure.
If you get them, I almost said visa, exit and they come to your house, that is okay.
But we were not even campaigning. I was motivating them. I was telling them they can become whatever it is they want to become. They need to study hard. And I was telling them, taking them through some career guidance and so on. All of that is in the tape. You should play all the tape to the listeners. And you will find out that I was motivating these kids. I was telling them that when you are in school, please focus on the school. You finish school, you become your doctor, your lawyer, your nurse, your teacher. You can then do whatever you want to do. But at the moment, as you are in school, focus on your education. But I am here. You want to visit with me and you want us to have this conversation, you can always come. But you need an exit. And they said that it was a challenge for them to get exit. I said, I will speak to your headmaster.
Amaga Akpenao, thank you for speaking to us.
Sandra, thank you. Thank you.
And wish you all the best.
I need your prayers. We are under siege in Sojama. We are taking the seat for the MPP. And the NDC, they are not happy about it at all. And they are throwing all things at us, all kinds of missiles. They are misinterpreting everything we are saying. They are twisting everything out of context. But you see, I am consoled that the people in Sojaman, they understand me, they hear me, they know what I'm talking about. So if you want to check, you probably check with the people of Sojaman what it is that Pius is really talking about. I'm sure they're in a better position to understand these issues.
Okay. I'll pray for you, but I want to do that in Perth. So kindly work out on some facilitation for me. I want to go to Perth.
You want to pray where?
I want to pray for you in Australia. So if you want me to pray for you, please.
You need to become my constituent, Sanda.
No, I'm your neighbor already. I'm in Shao Sudoku. We are neighbors. But if you send me to Australia, you say I should pray for you. So I'm just saying, if you send me to Australia, I pray for you.
No. At this time, I'm looking at my people.
Yo, I hear. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
That's Pius Hadzide. He's NPP parliamentary candidate for Sojaman. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 City FM. We are